大家好，我是 Martin, and this is Western Culture Explained, brought to you by the Taichung Keda Language Center. Today we will begin the second part of the series. We are going to talk about famous people. Famous people who have had a significant impact on Western culture. So I decided to start today with maybe the most important person in Western culture. He is a famous Greek philosopher who lived over 2,000 years ago. I am talking about Socrates. Socrates was a Greek philosopher from Athens who lived sometime between 470 BC and 399 BC. His influence on Western culture cannot be overstated. He is the founding father of the Western philosophical tradition. All other Western philosophies are in some way based on his ideas about ethics. His method of asking questions and finding the truth of things is a powerful tool for discussing philosophical ideas even today. There would be no Western world without him. Who was this guy anyway? Strangely, Socrates did not write anything as far as we know. All we know about him comes from his students, Plato and Xenophon. According to these and other sources, Socrates was born sometime around 470 BC in a village just outside of Athens. His father was a stonemason. His mother was a midwife. Socrates was married to a woman named Xanthippe, who was famous for having a bad personality. They had 3 sons. Socrates' first job was a stonemason, just like his father. Like most young men back then, he also served in the army. He fought during the Peloponnesian Wars and was known to be a brave soldier. After the war, he served on several juries and was a government official. He started his philosophical career also at about this time. There is a legend about how his philosophical career began. A friend of Socrates went to the oracle at Delphi and asked, "Is anyone wiser than Socrates?" The oracle responded, "No one is wiser than Socrates." When Socrates heard this, he thought it was ridiculous. How could he be wiser than all the generals, politicians, and poets of Athens? So he tried to prove the oracle wrong by asking questions of all the wisest people of Athens. Through his questions, however, he proved that these wise people actually knew nothing. They thought they were wise, but actually they were ignorant. Socrates, on the other hand, was wise enough to know that he was ignorant, which made him the wisest man in Athens. He inspired many people to follow his teachings, including Plato and Xenophon. He became so famous that a comedic play was written about him, The Clouds. In this play, Socrates was depicted as a silly mystic who taught his students how to bamboozle their way out of debt. Unfortunately, not everyone was amused with his work. Socrates' questions often made powerful people look foolish. In 399 BC, he was arrested and put on trial for corrupting the minds of the young and for impiety. He was sentenced to death by drinking poison. His last words were, "I owe Asclepius a chicken. Don't forget to pay this debt." So although Socrates lived over 2,000 years ago, his voice is still heard to this day. Many people look to him as the wisest person in history, maybe in the world, I don't know. But he helped set the standard by which all philosophers must follow. That is why he is the father of Western civilization. Wow, that's a pretty high honor. Well, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.